Hello everyone, we're just going to take a lots of messes this fall. Dragonflies eat the mosquito. So in the winter, they dam up this part, and there's actually quite a few swans come here. So the swans stay here during the winter. You know, open water, a lot warmer than Hokkaido or Russia, wherever they're coming from. I keep saying I'm going to live stream more, but just haven't done it. Oh, this is a busy intersection. I wonder how the connection is, to be totally honest. The image is coming from my GoPro, and then, you know, using Bluetooth to send that to my phone, and then my phone uses Wi-Fi to send that to YouTube. So I've had streams I've done with my GoPro that look really good. think probably one of the best places I've been for that is Orai. But Orai has, you know, really good cell phone reception in general. I can hear myself in the phone. I think very early this year, in the early winter, I did a live stream where I walked past the swans up to this control gate. I was on foot though, so you know, this is much, much faster going by bike. I also used to have you know, before my kid was in school, I had a lot more time because I bring her to school every day. And that's 8 a.m. local time to bring her to school. Started this at 10. Most of that was laziness. I was like, oh, I'd like to go for a little bike ride. Oh, should I bring the GoPro to a live stream? And I was like, ah, sure, why not? Take a look at it after. I wonder if it'll be just horrible looking and janky. There's just a long delay. That actually makes sense. Probably helps a lot with the footage. It's time to harvest the rice, or finish harvesting the rice. Rice prices have gone up a lot in Japan, which has made some people upset. Sort of, so the government here in Japan a long time has had a very protectionist policy towards rice production. Okay, it makes sense. You want to be able to, that's rough. Makes sense. You want to be able to feed yourself. Well, part of that has also been trying to slowly increase the price of rice to make it, you know, more economically viable to farm rice in Japan. The issue is that it's kind of gone too far. Demand has risen slightly, and you know, it's been decent harvest, but the problem is there's just less land being used for rice. So even if you have a normal harvest, not as much rice being produced, minor increases in demand, although I've seen some economists say the demand is pretty much steady, and that has caused prices to rise, combined with panic buying, and you know, that perception of, oh no, prices are going up, we have to buy now. And you know, rice is a commodity. There's some speculations in those markets. That can lead to some price spikes. I don't want to get run over by that truck. Also, like, I want to get this phone to stop moving. Yeah. Okay, let's go quickly before this K truck. Fly, grasshopper, fly! One, two, three, 4 helicopters, probably from the base. There's actually a shrine for helicopters in that direction. So if we keep going for a ways upriver, and then we take a right, so that would be going east. There's a shrine where they bless helicopters. Also a fertility shrine there that I could not show on YouTube because that would definitely break the TOS. It's that explicit. Like, it's one of those things I kind of would love to make a video about, but I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to do so much censoring. Alright, quick before the Toyota. So, on the right, oh, hello! Hello, pre-retirement days. I am out for a little bicycle ride. I don't know, I feel good today. Oh, this is where they remove the shell, the husk of the rice to turn into white rice. That's what that building is for, to the left. So I felt good today. My work schedule is getting a little nicer, I guess. So I'm moving back to mostly being early mornings, which I like better than finishing at 3 or 4 in the morning. I prefer waking up at 3 or 4 in the morning to go to work. So I'm returning to more of that morning schedule. So I'm kind of like, all right, I'm not gonna go sleep the morning away. I'm gonna get up, do something so I fall asleep nice and early tonight and wake up at 3 or 4 just with no issues. So we're bicycling along. This is called the Gogyo-gawa. It's actually a really nice river. It's not very far from where I live. They have a nice bicycle and walking trail along a lot of it. Parts of it are, I'm not sure famous is the right word. Parts of it are noted for cherry blossoms during the spring, and it's called the Pink Clouds. I walked it, I filmed it. Probably never take that footage and make it into a video, to be totally honest. Oh, they finished work. So a few months ago, they were working on this section here. I think it was, yeah, this section here. Oh, that's way nicer than it used to be. Yep. And plenty of vehicles. That's a shrine in there, I think. Yeah, that is a shrine. I don't know who that's a shrine to. So for quite a while we had to go to the other side of the river because this was all broken up and they were fixing the anti-flooding stuff, or the barrier on the right to hold the bank together. So for quite a while you had to detour around the other side. Maybe like 2 years. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I used to bicycle this way a lot, but then I kind of stopped. So there were quite a few construction projects being done on these paths here, and it made it a lot less fun, to put it lightly. So I started going south more instead of north. But it's supposedly, if memory serves correct, all done. Oh, that's noisy. Trying to find the quiet gears. None of them are quiet. There we go. And then here's the part that's not as much fun. It turns to dirt for a little bit. I think it's dirt from here to the bridge, which is where the river splits. We're gonna follow the west bank. Okay, it's not been maintained. I know, they've been cut. Alright, forgot about that. I thought they were extending the pavement all the way. Yeah, this isn't where it splits. They didn't continue it all the way on this side. Oh, that's much better. Now, on this side, which I guess we should have stuck with anyways. those. This is nice in the shade. Bump. Doves around here. You can hear them. Alright, here's where the river splits. Which side do I want to take? I'm not sure if I'm in Mocha, Mashiko, or Haga right now. I feel like I might be in Haga by now. Although now I'm pointing more towards Mashiko. Duck. Bumpy. Follow this one. We could cut over Tochigi Japan. Nah, it's not as much fun. Let's cross over. I beat on this bicycle so much, I'm a little bit like, I don't know, it feels unavoidable that it's noisy at this point. probably actually not much fun to listen to. I want to try listening to this live stream and see how it sounds and how it looks, kind of to decide if I'm actually going to do this again. Maybe I should put the GoPro on my head. Sure. There's a comically long delay between what's being shown on my phone and where I actually am. we gotta do some moving back and forth, it looks like. So they have signs that tell you which side of the road to bicycle on. I'm not always the best at paying attention to that, to be totally honest. A very old traditional style house. So a wall, storage shed, stone storage shed, traditional style house. A lot of those around here still. There's also quite a few abandoned houses, I guess we'll call them, spring up in this area. Not along here. This area is right along the river. It's very good for agriculture. So generally, relatively successful farms. So just kind of nice. I imagine if one of these came up for sale, they'd get snapped up pretty quickly because, you know, good land. Maybe been almost a year since I've gone this way this far. It's, I don't know, maybe it's, I wish I had a way to track, but I feel like, you know, throughout your life, certain areas of living a place, certain areas or certain routes become really popular in your mind for a while. I feel like at one point I was always bicycling south. At one point I feel like I was always bicycling out towards Tochigi. At one point I feel like I was always going to the Kinagawa and bicycling along the Kinagawa. Oh, there's a shrine over there. Could be a big one, judging by the Torii Gate. God, now that someone said it, I can't unsee it. So, you know, Shintoism has its roots in fertility, cults, fertility religions. And so, I had somebody point out that, you know, Torii Gate, with the passage behind it and the trees, you know, looks like something that deals with fertility, an opening, hair. Had somebody say that, and now I cannot unsee it. Also, a lot of old temples. You ring a bell. There's a long rope connected to two bells. You get where I'm going with this. But the idea that the symbolism is massively connected to fertility. Granted, that's not the design of every shrine, and a lot of the much older shrines have very different designs. So, meh. Academically, take it how you will. The 13-year-old that lives in my brain, well, I already know what his conclusion is. my gears are starting to get some of them are starting to get a little funky, like they've been worn down so much that the chain just slips on them. Chain's a little old. Yeah. Well, I bought this bicycle used. Geez, almost 2 years ago now. No, over 2 years ago now. Coming up on 3 years ago. It was already kind of well beat and well used by the previous owner. He was this Irish guy down in Chiba. I didn't pay much for the bike. I rode it from Chiba back to Tochigi. That was interesting. Long day. And you know, I've taken it out for 100-kilometer days, particularly when my kid was young and didn't need as much attention. You know, it'd be pretty normal on a weekend to just hop on this bicycle and go 100, 120. I'd go to Mito. I'd go to Mito. Goes to Mito and Mito. Some good days there. Along Daigawa. That was actually a lot of fun. I should head back. Daigawa is definitely on that. I don't go there very often on our list. Well, I think, you know, I didn't realize it at the time, but those first 2 years of my kid's life where, you know, I was getting done work at 5, 6 in the morning. My wife was staying at home with the kids, and I could, you know, if I didn't have day work, I could just hop on the bicycle and go for a trip. Where now it's like, oh, if it's a weekday, well, I need to take my kid to school, drop her off, pick her up. I have a much shorter time frame during the day to do things. Also, my day job's gotten markedly worse. Shorter vacations. Pay is not kept up with inflation. I kind of work for a black company, borderline black company, or black school. I don't know what to call it, but that's my day job. Yeah. Well, the problem with that job is they kind of lost a person from management. So originally there were 3 owners, 3 co-owners. One of them left, I had 2 co-owners. And he kind of didn't realize how big that third co-owner was as far as keeping things together. And, you know, stopping the situation from becoming ridiculous. Then, you know, they did okay at first, but, you know, over time, things got worse. They became very good at throwing good money after bad. So it's like, hey, look, no, we don't have the money to pay you more. And it's like, I wonder why. I wonder what happened. Like, we were literally short-staffed. They had less salaries to pay, and they still couldn't save money. They still somehow ended up losing. Well, I think they got involved in some legal shenanigans that I think they got taken for a ride by a lawyer, is what I suspect. I think the lawyer promised them, like, oh, I can get you this, I can get you that, I can get you this and that, and they were going after a former employee, and I guess they didn't do so hot, and I guess they, you know, ended up paying him in the end. yeah, they're bleeding people. So it's become, you know, same bloody pay, more hours. Part of it was that the co-owner that left, he was very good at developing relationships and, you know, bringing in people to work part-time and, you know, having people that had that flexibility of, oh, hey, someone's sick. Oh, well, let's call through our part-timers and people we know to try to find someone. And that's a skill set. That's a skill set that people neglect, networking, being able to work with people, find people. That's a skill set, and not everyone has it. I don't really have it. My personality is a little too abrasive. I mean, I've been a teaching manager. I was a teaching manager in Taiwan. Oh, you see him fish? Oh no, he's just re-rigging. Yeah, I was a teaching manager in Taiwan. I think I was okay at it. I wasn't amazing. I think, you know, that was a lot more formalized, though, as far as, okay, we need a part-timer, we need a full-timer, we need whatever. We're going to, you know, make job postings and take resumes and look at it, which works. You know, it's much more formal where, what I understand, well, and what I saw was that owner that left, he was very good at the informal part of it, where, you know, he was one of those people that tried to know everybody and talk to everybody and knew people, and for that reason he was able to find, like, you know, hey, look, we need someone to teach, you know, 2 classes on a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon or whatever. You know, would you be interested in this? And so he would get people that normally I don't think would have applied if they had gone through a formal process. Not that they even bother with doing a formal process of trying to find part-timers or new people, or part-timers at least. Oh, my favorite bridge is up ahead. And we're running low on batteries, and I didn't bring a replacement battery. So, we might be calling it at the bridge. Yeah, I got like 3% battery left, which is about well, 100% lasts about 45 minutes. So a minute and a half. This is a Michineki. This is a Michineki, I think. Alright, we're gonna close it up here at the bridge. Alright, everybody who's watching, thank you for watching. Anybody who's watching on the replay, thank you for watching on the replay. I really appreciate it. Everybody, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And oh, hi Grant. I just noticed you're here. And you got here right when I'm running out of batteries. I didn't pack spare batteries today. I just figured I'd go for like 45 minutes or an hour and then turn around. So, where's that restaurant? There's no place to eat around here. I'm gonna get food. Everybody, thank you for watching. I enjoyed this little ride. I hope you did too. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. And I will see you in our next adventure. Also,